the top of this long, beautiful paved hill climb, I decided I wanted to turn around and put a tripod at the top of the hill and do a video of me coming up the hill. And at that moment, something very quickly happened, and my machine hit the uphill side of the hill, and it flipped over. And if it wasn't for my storage box, the machine may have ended up on top of me. So this was a win. Marauders, welcome back to the channel. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, share, and like. And welcome back to the channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to explain how the accident happened. And to do that, I have to be on the machine. And I'll try to get this right. I had climbed a steep tiled hill, which was really cool. And I got to the top of the hill, a semi-flat area, and I thought, I want to get this on video for the viewers. And I was turning around on this semi-flat spot, and I had backed the rear end of the machine up against the downward slope of the hill, had cut my steering wheel all the way to the right to turn it to go around, to turn around completely around the hill, and I caught the upside part of the hill with my right front tire. I needed to turn the handlebars, counter steer them, and back away from the hill. And what had happened was, when I went to shift, I turned my handlebars first to counter steer and back away from the hill. And when I did that, I needed to go from forward into reverse. This is exaggerated. And when I did, I believe, if you can see it, when I went forward to grab the shifter, I hit the throttle with my forearm, which I have done before, but I must not have had my hand on the brake. So I hit the throttle with my forearm. As I went forward to grab the shifter. This is a better example. And I may have been standing when I did it. The machine lurched forward when I did this. It lurched forward up into the hill, corkscrewed, and went on its side. And as I flopped on the side, I was ejected off the machine, and it came down on its side, and it was idling, and I was kind of wondering, what the heck just happened? Why is my machine on its side and I'm on the ground? Because I had no idea, could not figure out how the machine had flipped. I had no idea. And it took me almost, I would say, 20 hours later when I said, I bet you my forearm hit that throttle. There was just nothing leading up to it. And it happened so quickly, the machine, my forearm hitting the throttle, and the machine going up the hill and then coming down on the side. It was like the perfect storm. I am not going to fault Can-Am for the design of this machine, because I am just thrilled with this machine. They build a rugged machine, very powerful. And I knew that when I reached forward to get that throttle, sometimes, depending on where I sit, look, even I'm sitting forward, because I sit forward up on the machine most of the time, that sometimes, especially if you're in low, that you're hitting, my forearm would hit that throttle. So usually I'm holding the brake, and lo and behold, Can-Am has a sticker there, right here. This vehicle must be stopped before shifting lever. Always apply foot brake to shift from park and neutral. Okay, so really, I have to be careful when I'm counter steering like this to make sure that I'm holding my hand, and you should too, on the brake or on the foot lever brake. We should be holding the brake when we're shifting. There is no guarantee that holding the hand brake or the foot lever brake and hitting the throttle with any part of your body is going to guarantee the machine is not going to lurch forward, but it has to help. So I think in addition to holding the hand and foot lever brake, all of us have to be more careful in shifting our machines to make sure our forearms are away from the throttle. Even watching the video of the Polaris shifting, you can see that your forearm does come somewhat close to the throttle. So we have to be mindful of that, because that could happen again. I'm going to insert some video here of Polaris. Polaris has their shifters right about here away from the throttle. And for years, 3 years, I rode Polarises, and that's where the shift lever is. Frankly, I never liked the shift lever there. I like where Can-Am puts it. On a Polaris Sportsman ATV, the shift lever is long, and sometimes Polarises don't shift well, and you have to rock the ATV and apply pressure on the shift lever in order to get it shift. And I watched that shift lever actually flex. And you can imagine the stress it's putting on the linkage going back to the transmission in order to change a gear. And I'm sure those linkages have broken on the trail. So there's no perfect design ATV. I'm not going to fault Polaris or Can-Am for their designs. I think Honda and Yamaha may put it on the other side. But we have to give credit to Polaris. That's an excellent spot. It's away from the throttle. You do flex that shift rod as it comes up sometimes when it's not shifting as well as it should, but that's a good spot to put it. And so hats off to Polaris for that. And, you know, operator error. This was not the fault of the machine or the manufacturer. It was my fault. I knew that my forearm hits this throttle at times, and I have to be more careful in the future. I've done it after the accident. I've done it the following week, moving my other machine around the garage. I've hit that throttle with the forearm. So that's how it happened. That's behind me now. I hope you can learn from that so it doesn't happen to you. And Marauders, as always, thank you for watching the channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please always wear a helmet when you're riding motorsports. Please get out and ride the outdoors. And without a doubt, I hope to see you on the trail. Thank you. I'm very thankful to the two individuals who came to help me. It took over an hour for someone to come along the trail. Two, I believe they were British, or if not Canadian, very British citizens of Canada, helped me, and they were riding adventure bikes, and I'm so grateful. They were so nice. I did hurt my back and hip. I'm not sure if I did it when I tipped the machine over or when I was trying to lift it up. Very hard to lift up a 1,000-pound ATV when it was on its side. But I'm grateful to the two individuals on adventure bikes that helped me right my bike. And international is Simon, my friend in England who watches my channel. A couple of Brits helped me out of a jam. Very appreciative. I will show how this happened in a future video and how the repairs went. Everything's A-okay.